All right, so about once a week, I get a certain comment tying me to a certain celebrity, and I think it's time to just tell the truth, man. That reveal in three, two, one. Yeah, I am Ron Jeremy's illegitimate, unrecognized son. It's a little bit of a story, and I'll tell you about it. You know, obviously, right. But okay, so the way it goes, and don't cast aspersions on my mother, all right? A long time ago, my parents were having some trouble with their marriage and stuff, and my mom was actually in the Air Force and got deployed for an inauguration and stuff, and they put her up in a hotel, right? And they're celebrating a little bit her platoon and stuff, just how the military is, any excuse to celebrate. But she naturalized, from being Canadian, and basically they were partying a little bit, and the hotel, for the awards or whatever that Ron Jeremy was at, was the same hotel as my mom. And I guess Ron Jeremy is actually pretty funny, and my mom was pretty depressed, and he made her laugh a few times, and they got together. Obviously, I don't know the sordid details, thankfully. But 9 months later, I was existing and stuff, and my parents, luckily, the guy who thinks my biological father, it looks quite a bit like Ron Jeremy, because I guess my mom has a type, and it was close enough that it was passing, which was helped a little bit because my mom carries the ginger gene and stuff, and I was born with the redhead gene, so I was mutated a little bit, so it's not exact because my coloring and everything darkened. I don't know if that'll show, but yeah, see, I was like redheaded a little bit. And then over time, when I was like 14, 15, my hair went like mostly black and stuff. There's still like a tiny bit of a red sheen, and you can see my redhead freckles. But yeah, she hid this fact from me most of my life. Before you like attack Ron or whatever, I don't think he even knows I exist. And I'm doing this video just to clear my conscience and put it out there. If Ron's watching this, I don't want anything from you, man. I'm not trying to get money or clout or anything like that. And I'm not trying to get in touch with you or do a whole thing. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. But yeah, if you look the nose and the chin and the mustache and other parts of me, not quite as legendary, but I'm doing okay. I mean, I put it down though. I screw the government. Don't get it twisted. I'm way too much car for most women. But it's one of those things, I didn't know, and then every couple of weeks, or now every week, someone mentions Ron Jeremy in one of my videos, and I brought it up to my mom, and she had a very serious moment and was like, I have to tell you something, And it's weird because I've always felt a connection to him, but see, I really love B horror movies, which I guess he really loves being in B horror movies, and that's one of the things I always wanted to do, would be in really bad horror movies, and just be kind of a joke character that's in on the joke, And apparently we have a lot of stuff in common, as far as things that we like and whatnot. So it was kind of there. Luckily I haven't watched most of his other works and stuff, so it's not like as weird for me because that could have been super awkward growing up, you know. But like, I dodged it, and I've really only seen him in like reality TV shows and horror movies, which I'm super thankful for. But yeah, like I don't have any ties to him. I'm not like Tori Jeremy or something, you know, like the man in the iron mask. As far as I know, like it happened, it got covered up. Nobody told him. Nobody told me till like I've been sitting on it for a few months. Like, but yeah, we got about the same build, you know, and stuff, and I can't grow like my sideburns, but I always wanted like mutton chops, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, it's crazy like looking into them and stuff. We had like a lot of the same likes and things in common and stuff. Like, you know, like I mentioned the B movies. I mentioned you know, like just like foods even and stuff. Like we're both huge fans of like spicy cubes. So I don't know, like that's my dad reveal, I guess.